One of the things of basic logistic importance is when these depositions are being taken, make sure there's room between the lawyer and your witness. Sometimes, as part of this approach, they'll use a very thin table so they're leaning into the witness, which throws some witnesses off. You can say, this situation or how it's set up is not going to work. We need to have a different table, a different room, because one of the new ideas is make it a thin table so the lawyer's leaning in, which can intimidate certain witnesses. The second point, you have to consider your witness, how strong they are to deal with it. Some people are great in the field, great what they do, but don't make good witnesses. They get too nervous. So you have to assess it early, and your preparation should go around, should deal with that. And sometimes, which violates the rules of deposition, you need to ask questions to clean up the problem. Because sometimes a really good person does not come across well how they're being questioned. And therefore, you have to make the decision, are you going to come in and clean it up now? And I suggest, and I've more and more do it, if I have a witness I know is honest, but had difficulty with a question, I don't wait till later. I have them fix it now, and I ask them those questions to neutralize this attempt to turn them and then the client into a reptile.
You know, I think I think the other issue on these videotape depositions is when we're presenting our own witnesses, I think you're 100% right that we have to control the room. I often make sure, not often, for a videotape deposition, I'm there early all the time, and I actually control where, even if it's not my deposition, where the videographer is going to be. Because if you don't have your witness looking straight on at the camera, when the video is played back to a juror, they're looking sideways. They're looking shifty, you know, again, like a little reptile from the very get-go. And then we've all seen the plaintiff attorneys that then freeze the worst picture possible of your witness during opening statement as they're starting to talk about each of the witnesses. And, you know, there's your guy up there looking, you know, looking shifty and dishonest. So I do think what we're just talking about in terms of controlling the room is extremely important, and actually getting them comfortable with a video type of deposition.